Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans.
What? 56, check 56. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's crossing. He's checking crossing.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Butler. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Mike 58, right there. Hey, kill.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Bring it.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. This is Butler making the catch. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go. 56.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Titans. John Ross, 64 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Check. Check 50. Hey, alert.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Check. Let him know, let him know.
On third down, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On second and 7, Wilson gets it off to Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one. Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun. Wilson going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one.
Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, 56, right there, right there.
From the gun, Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Mostert. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting their first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Pollard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Wilson throwing again, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. There. 56.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they use 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Here's Wilson to throw again. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Touchdown, Titans! A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Yeah, that's what I do.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
53 is the mic.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's now third down.
Right there, 54 Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
14, got it. 53, gun. 53. They can't hang with us. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Wilson operating from the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Check 99.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Go. Check 37. Check 37. One left. One left. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
Wilson will throw again. That's complete to Butler. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing is Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down, Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2-by-2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now Prescott. They still can't get her. And it is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
380. Check 56. Check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Gano the extra point. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Looking to throw. King. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, King. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? King from the gun, he'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. King now, throwing on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mostert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. It sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. To throw is Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and a long way to go. Wilson, open man, completes it to Butler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Alert. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike, here we go. Mike's 50.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Zoom.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. In for the score. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. Extra point try good by Gano as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing here, Prescott. And it's caught. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's King, operating from the gun. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one.